video, I'm going to quickly show how you can use an existing image and do something fancy with it and make it into a cool logo. So let's say I just grab this picture, drag it in here, drop it. Right now it's got the X on here because it's trying to figure out where do you want this thing to go. Notice I can squish this right now, but if I push the shift button, it doesn't let me squish it. It keeps the proportions. Oops, and I accidentally messed it up. So Control Z makes it go back. Hold down shift, drag this out so it's where you want it. Drag this out so it's where you want it. Once you get it where you want it, you can place the object. And so right now I can also notice when the arrows do, hold on, I'll get it, that. It's got a double arrow with kind of a curve in the middle. That's so we can rotate the shape. Once you get it, double click on the shape and it will place that on your desktop. Now, I accidentally selected an area which I didn't want to do. But now that I have that done, I'm going to go to my magic wand tool. I'm going to click on that. It selects that. If I want the tolerance to be less, I can just increase the number. Okay? So I've got a nice selection here. I'm going to go to a new layer. I'm going to get my paint bucket and dump in that layer. I'm going to go to back to the old layer, select the red part with my magic wand tool, create a new layer, change the color to something we can see, and get my paint bucket, dump it in that layer, and now I can throw away the first layer altogether. Just get rid of it because I really don't need it anymore. There we go. And now I've got my own shape. I can deselect that. I can create a new layer, make a white background, dump that in, and now, oops, what happened? If you look at your layers, my background layer is actually in front of my red layer. That's why it disappeared. But there you go. You can do this with almost anything. In fact, I'll just get a picture here, another picture. We'll open up a new one. And just kind of keep this in mind too. If it's a regular picture, I'm just going to grab this, drag it in. There's a picture of my grandfather and son. Double click on it. What I could do is I get my magic wand tool, wouldn't work very well here, but get my selection tool, the polygonal tool, and trace out the edges of these two. And if I did it really sloppily, right, I could make a shape, and of course you would do a significantly better job here. I'm going extremely fast and not doing a very good job, and that's okay because you'll get the idea of what I'm trying to do in just a minute. So it doesn't really matter that I'm going to be sloppy and yours is going to look awesome. In fact, that's what I want to happen. So just going to trace around this whole thing. And now that I have that selection, I can get my paint bucket, get a color, go create a new layer, dump it in, do the same thing for my son, throw that one away, and now I've got a really cool silhouette going on. And you can do this with a whole bunch of different things, so let your imaginations run and enjoy.